As MADD Canada's Kimberley and Cranbrook community leader, I'm very pleased to be here today to launch our Project Red Ribbon campaign for sober and safe driving. MADD Canada has over 100 local chapters across the country participating in this public awareness campaign, and we will be distributing millions of ribbons reminding Canadians not to drink or take drugs and drive. Our Project Red Ribbon campaign is one of the most important things we do because MADD Canada's members and supporters believe it is possible to stop impaired driving. Our mission is to stop impaired driving, and it is possible. We need to make personal commitments, and we need to watch out for each other. MADD Canada's Red Ribbon represents the hope that Canadians can and will do both of these important things. MADD Canada would like to see all Canadians get involved in the fight against impaired driving. Canadians can do so by displaying the red ribbon on their vehicle, their car keys, purse, backpack, or other personal item to reinforce the important message not to drive while impaired by alcohol or drugs. By displaying the MADD Canada Red Ribbon, you make a personal commitment to drive sober. The Red Ribbon is a tribute to honor those killed or injured in impaired driving crashes, and it also serves as a constant message to people on the roads to drive safe and sober. MADD Canada also hopes the Red Ribbon will serve as a reminder to call 911 and take action in ensuring our roads are safe. We urge Canadians to call 911 if they see a suspected impaired driver. Call 911 and report the incident to the police so that the immediate danger of an impaired driving crash can be removed from the road. You just never know by taking a moment to phone 911 and contacting the police that you may be saving a life. At this time, I wish to send a big thank you to our local volunteers who will be helping out at malls and public forums, in parades, and with presentations to get our message out about sober driving through the holidays. In closing, I want to share with you our organization's Christmas wish. MADD Canada hopes that this holiday season is without an impaired driving death or injury. We call on all Canadians to do their part so that the holidays are times of joy and not sorrow. Again, I tell you that it is possible. We can make the commitment to drive sober. We can all call 911 if we see a suspected impaired driver. We can all display a red ribbon and help keep the important message not to drive while impaired. These three actions will make our roads safer, and they have the potential to significantly reduce impaired driving deaths and injuries. So we ask Canadians to join us, and with our Project Red Ribbon campaign, we wish you happy and safe holidays and safe travels to your holiday socials. Now I'd like to invite Mayor Stetski to...
So, thank you for being here today. Don't drink and drive, four of the most important words that you will ever hear. Why are they important? Because if you ignore them, your life can be changed forever. If you are stopped and charged while driving impaired, you will lose your license for a year or more, expect to pay around $4,000 in fines and undertake the requirements that you have to do to get your license back, potentially lose your job or be unable to get a job that requires a driver's license. How do you pay your $4,000 in fines if you don't have a job? If you are involved in an accident and you injure others, the penalties and consequences increase substantially. And if you kill someone while driving impaired, you and your victims' families will live with those consequences forever. That's why the work undertaken by MADD is so important. MADD, of course, is a Canadian arm of Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Its stated purpose is to stop impaired driving and support victims. The organization also supports a number of federal and provincial initiatives aimed at reducing incidents of impaired driving, including changes to the criminal code, looking towards a zero blood alcohol content limit for drivers under 21 years of age. Each day in Canada, there are approximately 4 deaths and about 190 injuries from accidents involving alcohol or drugs. And statistics suggest that efforts made in the fight against impaired driving have saved almost 31,000 Canadians since 1982. Despite the number of lives saved, Transport Canada reports a total of almost 40,000 alcohol-related fatalities on Canadian roads since 1982. Had there been no effort to reduce impaired driving deaths, MADD Canada estimates the number could have been 70,000 in alcohol-related deaths. So Project Red Ribbon, which we're going to celebrate today, targets the Christmas and New Year holiday because of the amount of social activity that goes on this time of year. And the risk of impaired driving and having impaired drivers on the road, of course, increases this time of year as well. So Red Ribbon tied to a vehicle antenna is a symbol of the ongoing efforts to stop impaired driving, as a tribute to all victims who have been killed in impaired driving crashes. From November 1st and to the first Monday after January 1st, MADD Canada will be out distributing millions of red ribbons across Canada to tie to vehicles, keychains, purses, briefcases, and backpacks. The Cranbrook City Council is very pleased to support the work of MADD in our community. At our council meeting of October 22nd, council approved the following. The launch event here at City Hall today, approval for city vehicles to have the red ribbon tied to them during the campaign, and approved a delegation request for MADD to come before council and talk more about their initiatives, and particularly the 911. The one question that council had at the time was whether using 911 was an appropriate use of the 911 emergency service. And we've since had it clarified by both the RCMP and by our fire chief that absolutely it's an appropriate way to use 911. So we encourage people to do that. So don't drink and drive. Four of the most important words that you will ever hear. Please listen to them and do not drink and drive. Thank you again for being here today. I'd like to now introduce Corporal Prefontaine from the Cranbrook Kimberley RCMP Detachment.
Thank you. On behalf of the Cranbrook RCMP, I'd like to thank Mothers Against Drunk Driving for this opportunity to participate in the MADD Project Red Ribbon campaign kickoff. We're happy to support this campaign that strives to reduce impaired driving during the holiday season through public awareness and enforcement activities. As you know, the Project Red Ribbon campaign has been in operation for the past 25 years with the intent of reducing the number of impaired drivers on our roadways, not during the holiday season, but all year round. We too share this ongoing effort to decrease the number of impaired driving on the roads, as impaired driving remains one of the top causes of criminal death in British Columbia. Deaths and injuries related to impaired driving are unnecessary and completely preventable. With that in mind, if you're planning on drinking, please don't drive. By finding an alternate way home, such as transit, a cab, designated driver, friends, you can ensure that the people that are sharing the road with you get to their destination as well as yourself. A subtle reminder of this plan is the red ribbon that you'll see tied on the antenna of our local police cars as we completely support this campaign. Please do your part and ensure the safety of yourself and others, and be responsible. Don't drink and drive. As a further note, as far as getting the information to the police, we'll accept the information however it comes to us. 911, regular office number, any way you can get it to us so that we can act on it. Thank you very much.
Just also on a footnote, we'd like to let the public know where they can get red ribbons. They can call us at 250-432-9590 and we can arrange to get them to them. They can go to the MADD Canada website, Allstate Insurance Company of Canada, and local participating establishments. You can come to City Hall and get them. you can go to the Drive FM and B104 office. And in Kimberley, you can go to Bear's Eatery and Fast Gas. At this time, we're going to tie ribbons onto the city vehicles, and then everybody is invited to stay for muffins and coffee, which have been graciously donated today to us provided